for. Oh, man.
Not again. That's twice today.
I had that thing ready to go, and it says it wasn't ready to go.
Trooper guy.
The guy. Oh, you know what? It's because I'm
LA chaser and police officer in the loosest sense of the word. State Patrol Lieutenant Eric Roeske on 93X.
Had to get your intro in there, Roeske. If you want to talk to the coppers, you call us at 651-989-9393. What's happening, man?
Oh, not much. I was kind of hoping to hear where Josh was going to go with that.
With my draw, I got cut off.
Yeah, that's okay.
He's pretty good with the mouth.
Yeah.
I got to ask you something, Roeske.
Sound effects.
No, I think people knew what you meant.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Now, you know that from time to time we get what we like to call around here window tint questions.
Yes.
Where people call in, and a lot of people are very passionate about it. It's a polarizing topic, I would say.
Without a
window
doubt.
tint.
Absolutely.
We have a guy who's going to come in. He owns a company called Solar Shield. They do fantastic work. And he wants to have a debate, a little discussion, back and forth on window tint and window tint laws. So I wanted to give you a heads up. This is what I asked you a couple weeks ago for me to call you about, and I keep forgetting.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Can you get
take
your
care of it now.
window tint expert in here?
Is that okay?
He's here.
Are you the guy?
You're the guy.
Well, I suppose this individual.
It's pretty cut and dried.
Right. This
It is?
individual who runs the company, Josh, window tint laws hurt his business.
They do. But I got to tell you, Roeske, trust me, I have all the faith in the world, and I love you, and we're Facebook friends.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention this, though. This guy, he's incredibly knowledgeable. He's very passionate about it.
All right.
He's incredibly well-spoken. Are you still the guy to go head-to-head with him?
I am.
You are? Okay.
Okie dokie.
Well,
It'll be showdown of showdowns.
Now, we'll do this next month then, and I want you to really prepare, because I'm not kidding. This guy knows stats about how it's safer to have them, about, I can't even remember everything he told. He's fascinating. I listened to him, honestly, for about an hour and a half talk about window tint.
Really?
And after a while, I wanted to go to war for him and his message.
He's passionate about window tint.
He's very compelling. The guy, he knows his stuff. So
All right.
maybe read those laws or whatever you need to do.
I'll brush up on
Let's
him.
start with Josh and Schaefer. You're on 93X with Roeske. What's up?
Brotherhood 2012, guys.
What's happening?
2,000 plus 12. Schaefer, is that a Wisconsin town?
No, that's right by Lindstrom, Minnesota.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Sure.
I love
I know
Lindstrom.
Josh mentioned that he's got a pretty good buddy that lives over there by Lindstrom.
Yeah,
so.
right behind the meat market with the giant wiener on top
Oh,
of it.
that's right, with the big giant sausage on the road.
Yeah, that right behind there.
All right, hey, Roeske, I got a quick question. On the Friday prior to Labor Day,
Right.
I was driving over there near Wisconsin, but I was in Chisago County, and I was just curious if you can get pulled over just because your car looks like a piece of crap.
Oh.
Well, if it looks like that, it probably has some equipment violations. So, is everything working on it? Exhaust system, lights?
Everything's working on it, and the police officer had said that I was going 69 in a 50, which I told him there's no way I was unless my speedometer's off by at least 15 miles an hour, which I know it's not.
Are you saying
All
your
right.
vehicle's unable to reach 69 miles per hour?
Right, I had the air conditioning on, too, and it's a Ford Escort, so it was pretty gutless after that point.
I hear you.
So were you going, that'd be, 54 and a 50?
Well, see, he said I was going 69 and a 50. I think I was probably going maybe 56, 57. And he came up, and the first thing he asked for, of course, was if I had insurance. I'm guessing by looking at my car, and once I showed him my insurance card, he seemed kind of surprised that I did have insurance. And then, of course, ran my license, ran everything else, and came up, and he said he just gave me a verbal warning and said that he put it in the system that he gave me a verbal warning, but if I was going 19 over the speed limit, wouldn't he give me a ticket?
Well, I would say in most cases, yes. But, I can't speak for that officer because I wasn't there. But
Is it possible that maybe he just didn't lock it in his radar or something?
yeah, that could be the case. There's a lot of different factors that can come into play. But
Right, and I
if
didn't want to get cocky with him and ask him to see his radar and go through all that. He said he was going to go back to his car and review the video footage of me when he came up on me And my girlfriend's brother, who is a cop, I asked him about that, and he said the only way they can watch the video is back at the police station. So
that's not true.
Yeah. You don't want to get radar and ask him to see his.
Right.
No, that we can review the video right in our car anytime.
Okay. Well, I guess that was my question. I guess I just didn't know if you could just get pulled over just for that fact that your car might look a little bit junky. I mean, it's...
Well, no, but it sounds like you were speeding. Maybe not to the extent the officer said you were, but...
I got to be honest, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, you got a warning. Big deal, Josh.
All right.
Consider
Dude,
yourself
thanks,
lucky.
yeah.
Roeske, Texter would like to know, can you hook up this? Oh man, this would be
Hook up.
awesome. Can you add a semi-horn to your car?
Now, that's an eye-opening question.
I would love, or I'll throw in there motorcycle or scooter.
Well, if you could find a way to put one on a motorcycle or a scooter, you're pretty good. But you can put whatever kind of horn you want. In
What a
fact,
great question.
A guy I know put an air horn on his train horn on his pickup.
And that's
and then he
legal?
had a big, huge, like air tank in the back.
What about just a
So
loud
it
fart sound
literally-
effect?
Yeah.
Well, they used to make those Dukes of Hazzard horns back in the old days.
Right.
And you can,
So-
that's completely legal, huh?
Yeah, there's you have to have a horn. I mean, there's nothing that specifies exactly the sound it has to make.
That's amazing because I'd like, when I press my horn in my motor vehicle, I'd like it to sound like that tattoo lady. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Sheriff Rocky?
Yeah.
That's it right there. That's what I want to
I don't know if that would be suffice as a
Great
horn.
Again,
horn.
everyone-
Yeah, it is.
Hush for a second. I'm in traffic. Some old lady in front of me. There's a green light. She doesn't quite get going when I want her to. And
Hey, Craig in Coon Rapids, you're on 93X.
Yeah, Brotherhood.
Hey, dude.
what's up, Craig? You get fired on your day off?
No, I work overnight, so
Okay.
I'm on my way home.
All
What's
right.
up?
All right, so I was driving home last week, and there's a stop sign in the city I was going through. Officer was apparently sitting right by it, and he said I ran the stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
I know I stopped, but the weird thing to me was he pulled me over a mile down the road saying he was sitting at the stop sign, and I ran it. So that was odd. But then he issued me a citation for not transferring my title on time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never heard of that. The DMV's never heard of that. And I was just curious. I know I transferred the title late, but I also paid the late fee when I transferred the title. So I don't understand why I'm getting a citation on top of it.
Well, there could be a couple things at play. You know, as far as the stop sign thing, if you want to challenge the reason you were stopped, you can go to court and argue that in front of a judge. As far as transferring the title, there is a requirement to do it within a certain window. You know, off the top of my head, I can't think of what it is. I think it may be 30 days or 15 days. So, you know, a lot of times we stop people and they say, well, I did this, I did that, and we run the plate. It's still in the other person's name. Did you show him some documentation that you transferred it?
Documentation.
I didn't have the documentation with me, but it was transferred like a month before I got pulled over last week.
Well, you show that to the judge
Yeah,
and
you
you'll get
gotta
out of your ticket.
Bring it to the judge. That's your best recourse.
Roeske, do you
Thanks,
ever
Craig.
do accident recon? You personally? I know Langer used to do that.
No, I never got into that.
Okay, well, maybe you can't answer this question, but a texter wants to know, can you ask Roeske, will you die if your airbag goes off while you're picking your nose?
Oh.
I suppose theoretically you could drive your finger up into your brain.
If you've got one of those Arsenio Hall index fingers.
That might be the best question.
Here's
I've seen all
another.
day.
Here's
You're a goner.
a comment from a texter saying that his horn is a whistle. Sounds like when you're whistling at a woman.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
really?
Yeah.
A lot of texters are saying that they have different types of horns.
I'm not the
and
strongest whistler.
well, you're a very good whistler.
Well, I can whistle a tune, but not very loud. You know. So his horn goes.
See, that's not bad.
Okay.
A little breathy.
What were you saying now, Cubby?
So a lot of people are saying different horns they put in their vehicles.
Right.
And somebody sent me to a website called hornblaster.com.
Yeah.
Where you can get all kinds of crazy stuff, I guess,
I bet.
for your car.
Okay.
Now I want one.
Yeah, I've got to get a cool horn. Mitch, you know Atana?
Hey, Brotherhood boys.
Oh, how about a Cannibal Corpse horn?
That'd be sweet.
Can you imagine?
Mitch,
What's up?
Yo,
didn't mean to ignore you.
boys.
Yeah, Brotherhood 2000 plus 12.
Hey,
We got this cop on the in the building.
What's
Yeah,
up, Mitch?
question for you. Upcoming trip this Saturday. We rented a 15-passenger van.
Ard?
You can't drink
I'm
in
wondering. I can't.
He answers the
Already
question
knows.
before you even ask it.
Yeah, we've heard that one before, Mitch. Sorry, but yeah, you can't drink in the damn thing.
But you can do the buses and stuff, though, huh?
What's
In
that
what?
now?
A limo?
No, buses, like on the way up, if you're a used bus.
That's because they're a commercial vehicle. If you bought the bus and owned it personally, then no.
Yeah, it
It
happens.
has to be a for-hire carrier, like a limo or a bus company or something along those lines. Charter bus.
Bummer.
Come on, lady,
Yeah.
get out of
Where
my
you-
lane.
can you
This
get-
is the fast lane.
Can you get your deposit back? Or
I gotta
not?
hit my horn.
Mitch, where are you guys going to?
Look out!
Why are we still caring where Mitch is going when we're playing the Cannibal Corpse horn?
I'm still stuck on the airbag. I'm still laughing about that one.
Yeah, it's funny that somebody actually thought about
Just
that.
be careful.
Thank you. Scott in Maple Grove, you're on 93X.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hi, Scott.
Hey, I'm a captain in a fire department, and our policy is if we have red lights on, we got to have the sirens on when we're
Right.
going down the road.
Yep.
But I see highway patrols all the time going with just lights on. I was just wondering if you guys have a policy or what's the deal there.
The rivalry between firemen and cops continues.
Yes, it does.
Well, by state statute, you have to use lights or lights and sirens. So we have the option of either one. We prefer to use lights and siren if you're going to an emergency like a crash, but there are times if we're trying to get through traffic to catch up to someone, we'll just use our lights.
Okay.
Hey, Scott, is it true that firemen call cops canaries?
Yes, we do.
Okay, explain that. Explain that, why you call cops canaries.
Well, typically they get to the scene before we do.
And save
Yeah,
everybody?
And if something's going on inside that structure, a fire or a hazmat incident, cops have to go in because that's just their demeanor. And they go in and get a snoot full of smoke or something, and they come out coughing and gagging, and we arrive on the scene. It's like, okay, we know we got something going on inside there because the cop's laying on the grass outside.
Like when they send canaries into coal mines or something just to see how dangerous it is before they send the miners
They're
in.
your litmus test. That's
I'm
great.
following that.
I always wondered if that was true. That's awesome.
And so, Roski, what do you guys call the firemen?
Bitches.
Late to the party, usually.
Oh,
No, that's as creative as you guys get. There's got to be something.
damn.
Do you have a nickname for them
Thanks,
or
Scott.
anything?
Be safe, man.
We don't get too concerned about them, so.
They don't even really matter.
Oh, really? They're not even on your radar,
They
so to speak.
Actually, they do help us out a lot. We appreciate those guys. But, like we say,
But they're not cops.
no.
Who's got a better hockey team?
Oh, we do. Well, although the firemen, all they do is work out and eat on duty, so hang out at the fire station. So they're usually in better shape than us. But we've got the mental edge.
What's your record against them?
I don't know that we've ever lost against a fire team.
Is that right?
Yeah, I
Bunch
don't
of
know
candy
I don't know that
asses.
we've played on either. So
Oh, I thought you guys.
We've never played a game.
Well, what's the cop team you play on? You guys don't. I thought you took on the fire department. Guess not, huh?
No,
Maybe
we-
I'm thinking of the show Rescue Me.
yeah. No, I can't remember if they used to have a team. We used to play in a tournament up in Duluth. I think they may have had a team up there, but I don't know that we've ever played against them.
Alrighty. Well, there you are, Roski. We appreciate you coming in.
One thing real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I screwed up last time I was in here about the carrying a gun question. If you're going to carry a pistol, it doesn't matter if it's concealed or not concealed. You have to have a carry permit.
You have to have a carry permit.
Yes. Go through the class and have a permit.
There you go. Thanks for clearing that up.
No problem.
I'll
All
call
right.
you back.
Roski, we'll talk to you. Thanks. Roski P. Coltrane from the
Thanks,
Minnesota
guys.
State Patrol.